Welcome back, my friend, to another video. In this video, I am going to do a little 4-inch hexagon purchased at Hobby Lobby. As you saw, I taped up the back. I'm going to go ahead and throw some paint on my tape to keep it from spinning. My 18-inch round that I had glued to that part of my spinner popped off when I moved it from my house to this house. So I'm gonna, make do. Oh, that's okay. With what I have. And hopefully it'll work out. Get all over the place. The color that I'm using was a color sample that I purchased by Valspar. It is Satin, and it's called Ocean Storm. It's a very pretty color. Nice and gray, kind of brown tint almost. All right, I'm going to flop this over. Try to center it as well as possible. That's good. I'm not quite sure. Actually, I was wondering why they call these 4-inch, and it dawned on me that this is the 4-inch part, the sides of it. So, all right. Okay, so I'm just going to go ahead and pour this on. It's a little thick, so hopefully everything will work out. Actually, it's very thick, but hopefully it'll work. So, throw some more, get it good and covered. Hopefully this is not going to be a huge mess. Does anybody out there know how hard it is to have all of your art stuff in one place and then try to move all your art stuff, but not all of it, but to another place so that you're able to use it? It's quite hard. I don't have my mixing cups, I don't have my measuring spoons, and it's all stuff you need, and don't really want to go using other ones, get them all icky with paint and whatnot. So it is what it is. But I'm covering my edges because I don't want that dreaded circle on there. And there we go. That's good. Now I'm going to put just a tad bit more in the center here. So I actually have a pillow. Looks good. Fingers crossed. My last bloom that I did turned out really nice. I'm quite happy with that one. So hopefully I will get some successful results with this. And I'm thinking, do I want to plug in my Yiiho instead of using my mouth to blow? And I think I will, so bear with me one moment. Is it going to be long enough? Yes. Awesome sauce. Okay, so for the colors, I am going to be using Pebeo Acrylics, Pebeo Studio Acrylics. This is the blue black. I'm dying to get that color. I did pick it up probably a month and a half ago or so and haven't used it yet. So I'm going to toss that right in the middle here. Typically, I don't have my paints mixed in Dixie cups, but along with my measuring cups, all of my containers, most of my containers for mixing are at my house, and I am at my grandma's house, so not to be confused, they're both my grandma's houses. But All right, and then I'm going to take some Rich Gold by Jo Sonja. This one I've had mixed up. And I just put a little extra of the Jo Sonja's gloss varnish in there to loosen it up a little bit because it was a little thick. So hopefully this one is good enough. Seems a little thick still. Let's go with it. Okay. All right, I'm good on that, I think. Okay, and then I'm going to put in, let's go with this Pebeo Studio Acrylics Green Blue, not to be confused with the blue green. This is another one that I picked up at the same time as the blue black and been dying to use this one as well. So let's go ahead and get that on here. It's a gorgeous color. I love it. Okay, and then I'm going to use this little piggy pigment, which is Sequins. It's a what do you call that? Interference, I believe. Excuse the lack of not knowing right at the moment, but I do believe it's an interference, and it's a pretty color. You can see the shift in that. So I'm going to put this on here, and I'm going to put it around the whole thing. Kind of like this. Pardon me. Oh. So I was talking with a friend about this pour, and they asked, "Are you going to put any red in it?" And I hadn't planned on it, but I thought, all right, we'll throw some red in the mix and see how well it turns out. So what I have here is Quinacridone Magenta by Golden. And these paints are mixed, and the pigment is mixed with 3 parts Infinity Base C by Sherwin Williams. Oh, man. And 3 parts of that to 1 part Jo Sonja gloss varnish. And yeah, that is how these are mixed. I guess if you want to get a good amount, you should have mixed up more, Angie. I don't want too much. I don't want this red to take over. I'm not sure if it would or not. I don't use it very often. Or I haven't used it very often. It's a waste of paint doing it like this, but we're going to go with it. Okay, and then where's my pokey thingy? There we go. Got a ton of bubbles in here. And let's go ahead. Yeah, I'm going to do this first. Get all these bubbles popped out. You don't want them popping out in your dry painting. That leaves little air holes, pocket-looking things. It's not pretty. I'll go ahead and do that. Blow on a little bit. It also helps. Hopefully my big head's not in the way. Nope. Good. Oh, you know what I can do? Since this is not attached. Let's do that. bubbles. Nice big size ones here in the paint, in the gray. Ocean Storm. Maybe we'll get a octopus looking painting with that magenta. Turn a little purplish. It's looking purple turn. Oh, that's pretty. All right, let me get. Okay. All right, so what I'm going to do here is take some titanium white and Australian Floetrol 4:1. This hasn't been sitting too long. Oh, jeez. Spurted right up on me. And hopefully it'll sell up nicely. Squeeze some of this right here in the center. And popped on its own. All right, I'm going to take my Yiiho to it. Not quite what I was hoping for. I don't know where my turkey baster is. Ah! I'm falling apart here in this room. Don't have all my stuff. All right, so I am going to help this out some. I hope. One thing I like about using a darker base is that you can totally tell if you're going to blow too hard through it versus using a white pillow paint. Okay, so far it's looking all right. Help that along a little bit. All right, I'm going to let it sit for a minute. Get this right here. I'm just drying up over here. Took it to the edge. Took it to the edge. Trying to blow just enough to break the surface tension and not blow through what I've got going on here. Wow. Lots of cells. Lots pretty. I like the combination of it. So let's go ahead, and I should probably put a glove on so I don't get my fingers completely nasty and dirty. And go ahead and just dip my finger in this paint and go around the edges on this. pull it out some. There's none of the dry spots sticking and not letting this flow correctly. It's got to all be wet, otherwise it doesn't flow correctly off the canvas. Sides real quick. It's going to be a quick video, I hope. I always say that and then they end up long. But not this one. Thought I'd have more time to do stuff up here, but as it turns out, I don't really. I just gotta try to figure out my schedule and how I can fit my art in and when I can fit my art in my time. Anyway, all right, let's go ahead and, ooh, that's sealed up very nicely. I'm gonna go ahead and spin it. Maybe a little harder. And then see my spinner here coming off. Come on, let's go off the canvas. Paint. It's coming, but slowly. And it's because my base paint, pillow paint, is pretty thick, I think. Alright, let's see here. Let's help this out. Help it out. It's pretty, and I don't want to overstretch this, and I want to, make it pretty. So just take some of that paint that's already flowing over here, spread it to these other edges. Right there, it's sticking. Canvas has got to be a little slippery for this paint to glide over the edges here. Careful not to drip onto your painting. Okay, let's see how we're doing there. One nice thing about having it like this is I can lift it up and tilt it if I need to. Fast forward any of these slow bits here, as my friend Jilly says. Let's go like this. Oh, that paint's just not moving. It's super thick. I should have put some GAC 800 in it, which I've never done, but will probably do if I use this again. Don't recall having this much trouble with it in my coaster video. Come on, paint. move that down. Something like that. Is it moving? Ah! The colors look great together. Part of my struggle here too is that this is not attached to this, so they're both moving. Come on, come on, come on, come on. All right, well, perhaps I'll just put some more on there. See, this will help it flow off better. Perhaps I just don't have enough on there. You either put too much or too little. At least I do, every time. It's either flying off the spinner or it's not. Okay. Some more here in this corner. Some more here. Pray to Jesus that this works. And I really like the colors. The color combination, I think, is actually very pretty. Just getting it to move the way you need it to is obviously what I'm struggling with right now. And a lot of things to figure in right here for this painting. This particular one. One's a spinner, two is my gold paint. I don't know. I think it's or it's human air. But that should work. So let's try it out. Okay. Just wanted to go over the edges. As you can see, I don't have much coming off of my canvas here. That's helping, so let's keep... Spin away, spin away. You gotta hurry up, because I gotta go down and... check on my grandma. Well, you know what I think I'll do is put that over there. Help spin this way. Like Nicky Ditos. Oh yeah, see, there we go. That's moving off there. I can almost bet you if I didn't have this protective cover on this bottom piece that this would stick better. But I'm not taking that off because I'm going to fix my spinner. I don't know where else to put this. Okay, come on, Angie. Let's get this going here. All right. I'm going to take it like that. I don't want this to stretch out too much. It's very pretty, but I do want to get more off of here. Or not. No, I'm not sure what I want to do here. Probably one of the cleanest blooms I've ever done, though. Over here I can see my canvas, so what I'm doing there is hitting it to cover it up, get it covered, the paint that's over here. I want that to move down some more. Don't think I have much paint on there to spread. As my friend said, actually the friend that is living here, or I'm living with my grandma and her husband, I'm very conservative with the amount of paint that I put on, typically my colored paints, and that's quite true. So that could be part of the issue as well. All right. One last quick spin, perhaps. Let's see here. Bubble. Jeez, there's tons of bubbles in it. What do I want to do here, Angie? What do I want to do? Somebody help me and tell me what to do. Ah! Alright, I'm just going to throw it in the middle and do one good spin. And I think I'm going to call this one good because don't really have much movement in the center. God, it's so pretty. Ah, it's beautiful. The shimmer in it is just gorgeous. That blue-black and the green-blue and the sequins. Love those. A little bit of gold showing through. All right, let me do this way. Excuse my arm. And with that, I think one more spin. And I'm going to go ahead and call this one semi-good because I got to go get my grandma. And like I said, I don't have enough. I don't know. I didn't put enough paint on there. My colored paints, or I don't know. I'm not really quite sure why it's not spreading out. Maybe it's because the base pillow paint was thicker than the glidden that I typically use. I'm out of white glidden house paint, so that's why I'm using that. But yep, I'm gonna, I guess, call this one good. So let me get you off the tripod there, and I will bring you down and give you a closer look. Alrighty. Sorry about the light above. Let's see if I can just go around it here. Some pretty colors in there. I do love the combo of it. The lacing is pretty We did get some nice cells. I do like the cells. I love how that green gold right there, or green blue, I mean, is surrounding the gold. Is that gold? Maybe it's the gray. But anyway, I like it. Not my best. Got my pillow paint showing through. I gotta pop these bubbles. I just stirred it. I just mixed everything up. But that's gorgeous up in there. That light, I'm so sorry. Let me see if I turn that light off. Oh no, that's the fan. There we go. Well, now you can see the fan going. Shut off, fan. Ah, I'm a hot mess. I'm a hot mess. You can see better with the light off. Can't really see the shimmer too much. But let me see if I bring in with the flash on and see how that works. Be right back. Okay, so this is much better with the flash on. And that is so pretty. Look at those little tiny clusters there. That quinacridone really showed through. Okay, so this is it. And I'm going to cut this video off because I want to get this out. So I will show you those dried results in a future video, my next video. And I hope you have enjoyed. Thank you so much for watching. If you do enjoy it, please give me a thumbs up. And if you are not subscribed, please consider subscribing. Thank you to my current subscribers. You guys are awesome. And I'm going to have a Tumblr video coming out. And so hopefully you enjoy that, as I really enjoy making those just as much as I enjoy making these. So until next time, stay safe, be well, have a good day, have a good night, whatever it may be for you. And I will see you next time. Take care. Peace.